Welcome to CVR English. This is Naresh Kumar. Let's watch the world news. Donald Trump and Elon Musk's alliance took off the like of one of SpaceX's rockets. It was supercharged and soared high, and then it blew up. The spectacular flame out Thursday peaked as Trump threatened to cut Musk's government contracts, and Musk claimed that Trump's administration hasn't released all the records related to sex abuse Jeffrey Epstein because Trump is mentioned in them.
I haven't been politically active before. I'm politically active now because I think the future of America and the future of civilization is at stake.
What is gold?
My heart goes out to you.
Elon is doing a great job. He's finding tremendous fraud and corruption and waste.
The people voted for major government reform, and that's what people are going to get. They're going to get what they voted for.
And to that end, I have created the brand new Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. Perhaps you've heard of it. Perhaps. I'm going to buy, and I'm going to buy because, number one, it's a great product, as good as it gets. And number two, because this man has devoted his energy and his life to doing this. And I think he's been treated very unfairly by a very small group of people.
Well, Mr. President, they say I wear a lot of hats. And as you can see, it's true. Even my hat has a hat.
You're invited to stay as long as you want. At some point, I guess he wants to get back home to his...
I haven't been politically active before. I'm politically active now because I think the future of America and the future of civilization is at stake.
What is gold?
Abrego Garcia has landed in the United States to face justice. On May 21st, a grand jury in the Middle District of Tennessee returned a sealed indictment charging Abrego Garcia with alien smuggling and conspiracy to commit alien smuggling in violation of Title 8 U.S.C. 1324. We want to thank President Bukele for agreeing to return Abrego Garcia to the United States. Our government presented El Salvador with an arrest warrant, and they agreed to return him to our country. We're grateful to President Bukele for agreeing to return him to our country to face these very serious charges. This is what American justice looks like. Update in an important case. Abrego Garcia has landed in the United States to face justice. On May 21st, a grand jury in the Middle District of Tennessee returned a sealed
Thousands gather in Nice for a drone show ahead of the UN Ocean Conference, where more than 2,000 drones light up the sky. With the marine creatures, France will host world leaders this week to confront what the UN calls a global emergency. There is a pressure on the conference starting Monday to show countries can unite and deliver more than just talk for the world's allying and neglected seas. Images of damaged buildings and a car dealership in the town of Copiapó, northern Chile, following a 6.4 magnitude earthquake. According to Chile's National Disaster Prevention and Response Service, the epicenter was approximately 54 kilometers south of Diego de Almagro in the Atacama region. However, no tsunami warning was issued by authorities. Pilgrims perform the last major rituals of the Hajj, the stoning of the devil, as Muslims around the globe celebrate the beginning of the Eid al-Adha holiday. Many of the 1.6 million pilgrims headed to the site just outside the holy city of Mecca before daybreak to avoid the searing temperatures and to begin throwing 7 stones at each of the 3 concrete walls. The rituals commemorates Abraham's stoning of the devil at the 3 spots where it is said Satan tried to dissuade him from obeying God's order to sacrifice his son.
J'ai lancé, j'étais fière de moi-même.
سمع الله الله أكبر الله أكبر لله الكريم الرحمن ينظر قادم الحرمين الشريفين
que j'ai lancé, j'étais fier de moi-même.
سمع الله الله أكبر الله أكبر لله الكريم الرحمن نصر خاتم الحرمين الشريفين
Là que j'ai lancé, j'étais fier de moi-même.
سمع الله الله
Former Ecuadorian Vice President George Glass is to testify before the National Court of Justice Quito regarding allegations of embezzlement tied to the misuse of public funds intended for post-2016 earthquake reconstruction. Prosecutors claim the Glass redirected funds raised through increased VAT to non-priority projects, benefiting contractors and supervisors. Glass already serving prison sentences for previous corruption convictions, faces trial alongside 8 other former officials.
¿Cómo viste ayer a la selección?
Jacqueline Rivault, a French citizen whose 2 grandchildren were killed in an Israeli strike in Gaza, has filed a legal complaint in Paris accusing Israel of genocide and murder. The complaint, lodged with the Paris Judicial Court, alleges that Israeli actions in Gaza, including the blockade and obstruction of humanitarian aid, constitute crimes against humanity. This case is among several legal actions initiated in France concerning alleged war crimes in Gaza.
J'étais interviewée il y a pas à sa tête. Elle a sur une page de CNN qui doit être pas de problème.
Il y avait le numérique tout à l'heure.
Là, vous êtes dur.
US President Donald Trump said on Friday that he hadn't decided whether to deploy sanctions against Russia that are being considered by the Senate. The Senate is weighing a bill that would impose stiff sanctions on Russia and secondary sanctions on countries that trade with Russia. Over its war in Ukraine, I haven't decided to use it, Trump told reporters abroad. Air Force One, I will use it if it is necessary. Asked about Russia's most recent attack on the Ukrainian capital Kyiv in the early hours of Friday that killed at least 6 people. Trump said Ukraine gave Putin a reason to go and bomb the hell out of them. The attacks followed a warning from Russian President Vladimir Putin, conveyed via Trump, that the Kremlin would hit back after Ukrainian drones destroyed several strategic bomber aircraft in attacks deep inside Russia.
Well, I know the bill. I studied the bill. We're going to see. I mean, if I think Russia will not be making a deal or stopping the bloodshed, 5 and 6 even. I've been saying 5 and 6, and now it's more. 1,000 a week, soldiers being killed and people being killed. Not just soldiers, people being killed, but largely soldiers being killed. Yeah, use it if it's necessary, and they've really given me that option. No, I haven't spoken to them about it. They have a bill. It's going to be up to me. It's my option. They've made it that way, and it would save a lot of time if that happened. So I'm okay with it. I haven't decided to use it. It's a very strong bill.
Did that change your view at all of what's the cards he has?
Well, they gave.
Norway Chess 2025 winner Magnus Carlsen says, "I feel great. It is a relief to win the tournament in the end. It was such a roller coaster, but it is a good." On D. Gukesh and Arjun Erigaisi, he says, "They are all very good, but they still need a little bit of time to prepare. We also have a tournament running simultaneously in Armenia, where Pragnananda and Arvind Chidambaram showed very good chess. It is not a positive memory, but the game that will stick out is the game against Gukesh."
It's of course a relief to win the tournament in the end, since it was such a roller coaster. But yeah, it was good.
Tournament, you will remind the tournament, and if we are talking about the Indian challenges, Arjun, Gukesh, who will you think they give you the better competition? It's Gukesh or Arjun?
I think they are all very, very good, but they still need a little bit of time. But we also have a tournament running simultaneously in Armenia, where both Prague and Arvind showed very, very good chess. So honestly, it's anybody's pick at this moment. But I think at the moment, none of them are quite ready to take over for the older guys yet.
And which one match you want to remind in this tournament?
I mean, I think it's not a positive memory, but I mean, the game that will stick out is the game against Gukesh.
That's the wrap up of the world news. Keep watching CVR English News.